You're listening to the Saturday Night Gaming Podcast, Starfall, run by our head GM, Scott Hibbard. Hope you enjoy.
Welcome back to
Hey, Mr. Carter.
another episode of Starfall.
Woo!
Where we have
Stars
finally left the Mega Dungeon Tavern.
Yeah.
Longest dungeon I ever planned unintentionally. Pretty exciting though. Never a dull moment. Ever.
If you hadn't included that maze on the way to the door.
Yes, I keep my axe sharp with linseed.
Well, you know, when you go into a tavern,
Hey, I've had too much tea today.
the more you drink, the more it becomes a maze on the way out.
Yeah. I had too much tea and there were a lot of bodies.
Why are there three of you?
And who put that table there?
To be fair, some of the things
You aren't drunk enough. You just knock the table over and walk past all three people that look the same. Amateurs.
Look,
I get out of a bar pretty quickly. I don't care.
Wait till you meet twins, then it gets really confusing.
there's six of them.
That's just a party.
That's a great night. Sorry.
All right, so, man, where we left off last. Everybody survived
I killed a whole bunch of people.
by the skin of their teeth. Yeah,
Oh,
you
no,
did
I was
murder a lot
fine.
of people.
I just killed a bunch of people.
No, somebody had to knit the skin back onto my teeth.
That used to be an adventure, but then you took a sword to the knee.
I used to be a warrior. And I took... Ow!
Yes, so as you have all completed the tutorial phase of Cypher System, congratulations. Now the kid gloves come off.
That was the longest tutorial
Well,
ever.
as long as it's not going to be...
Oh, so you mean I
difficult.
can take off the kid gloves and start treating the bad guys like I really want to?
Yes, absolutely. You have experience to do that now.
I don't
I'm
have
saving
enough
that
for
up for my next checkbox.
Which you missed that last week,
What did I miss?
Kyle. But in that first part or that session, they burned 8 experience points between everybody. That was some rough rolls there, especially Lord Eric over here. Whew,
Yeah.
that was bad. That's some bad mojo.
I mean, I used all of my experience on one roll and still failed.
That sounds like you had one experience.
I had 3.
Yeah.
I spent 1 to call in a friend, to phone a friend, and then the other 2 I spent on re-rolls, and I still failed that roll.
True story.
I have concerns.
The dice were against everybody last
So what I have learned is don't bother spending experience on re-rolls because the dice don't like me anyway.
Unless
So spend them on player intrusions.
you're Kenrick,
What did I do?
who does amazing on defense rolls
Yes.
when he's surrounded by 4 people.
Yes. And then I use people to kill people.
The other thing I've learned is I
And then
need
they die
2
as I
more
hit them
edges
together.
in might.
Now, what I've learned is a human being is a heavy weapon, and you can smash another one with that weapon. And then when it becomes too oozy noodly, you throw it to the side, pick up the one that's still kind of alive, and then use that to beat the other one with.
That seemed to work.
Turns out a humanoid in heavy armor is a heavy weapon.
This
Yeah,
has been
weird.
your recap of last episode.
My recap was Kenrick Smash.
Kenrick smashed. That was definitely Kenrick. What about you, Duncan? What was your recap of last episode?
Run away! Run away!
You came, you saw, you left?
Yes.
That's not how the saying goes. He conquered running away.
Bravely run.
Okay.
away.
He strategically retreated by disengaging.
That sounds like he conquered the masterful art of running away.
He
No,
bravely,
it took time to get him to be able to get there.
yeah, he bravely charged out of combat.
They were not letting him out of that
He
fight.
ran away.
There was a
Him and Lord
big
Eric both couldn't
wall
disengage
of
from the freaking
lightning.
fight.
There was a
None of
big
us could.
monster. monster.
Every time he moved, a guard got in his way. It's like, just go.
And I'm burning XP re-rolling, and I failed that roll too.
Yeah, that's what I learned is don't spend XP on rerolls.
It's not worth it.
Instead,
it comes
use
out
it on
exactly
player
the same.
intrusions.
Yes.
So you can forcibly push the guard out of the way so you can disengage.
No, you don't need to push him. Just make sure he trips into all his friends.
No.
No, they're all dead. I'm
Oh,
using
yep,
them
that's the heart attack I was talking about earlier.
What I learned is player intrusions to call in friends, and then I run away.
Yes.
Bravely
Even
run.
if I had been injured,
Except
I'd have
you
been like the
didn't.
drummer from Def
I
Leppard,
didn't.
man. Just
I told my friend to go inside
One
and make
on
sure
it.
my other friend was safe. And
Yep.
then I stayed outside with no health and protected the door.
The life of a bugbear warrior.
I'm an ex-warrior.
you're an ex
I thought you were about to say ex-bugbear. It's like, how do you do that?
I'm retired from
Shape.
being
He's
a bugbear.
He's completely
He gets a
shaven.
Brazilian wax like all the time. He's a Brazilian wax bugbear.
Oh. And of course, Kenrick was just mutilating people with people.
Yes,
In my defense,
They got in the way.
they started it.
no, actually, he started it,
And then he ran away.
and then he ran away for the week, and I had to kill a whole lot of people. I don't take full credit.
I'm
for
wearing
it.
my diplomacy socks, so.
I don't remember starting this.
Wait, diplomacy socks?
You ripped off
Picard.
the animal and killed it.
Captain
I
America.
don't remember starting
Get along.
this.
What else did we learn?
That happened partway
When you
through.
put the beast to sleep, leave him asleep.
I'd
Yeah.
like to wake him back up. No.
I didn't know.
What about you, Iana? What's your recap from last week?
My recap from last week. Run away.
Stay inside.
I did.
I helped as much as I could from the
No,
doorway.
you did. You did great.
Oh yeah.
You set things on fire.
Yeah.
You lived.
Yeah.
You bartered a deal with some sort of a war cleric who's been added to my hit list of dead people. Or
I don't.
soon to be dead people.
Yeah. Why did I do
Need
that?
to be dead people.
To
I think
live.
I was outnumbered by people who wanted to do that, and I didn't want to.
You were the
To
only
be fair,
one
you
who
were
could
also
have
outnumbered
refused.
by people that wanted to kill you, and everybody was about to die except for me.
You were the only one who could have refused.
That is true. Someone had XP left to refuse.
Yeah. You had the golden ticket.
I'm gonna go into.
And she's like, yep, we're just going to go ahead and accept.
Or, to quote
Second session TPK or admit defeat.
to quote a movie I saw recently, I saved our lives.
That is true. Everybody's life was spared for the moment, just to be thrown into the arena and see what happens. It's
Gonna be fine.
It's going to be fine.
It'll be great.
Yeah, it's great. And then we have everyone's favorite lightning elemental,
All of my tissue was regenerated.
who just got lumped in
Look,
because
man.
guilty by association.
Look, man, I'm not associated with them. Well,
As they were hauling me away, I was like,
His,
but
his,
my friend, he's inside the bar.
his broken body.
I don't know this guy. Oh, I have to come with you anyway, so okay.
Yes, everyone else looks human. You don't.
No, well, this feels
And you
racist.
sparkle.
It is.
So the
Oh,
only one who
that
got
makes sense.
away was
I'm
Aiden.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
This is the god of war, not the god of everybody get along.
And he was like,
Oh, see, I'll prove that their God.
I'm an
was a victim.
adventurer. I'm here on business.
We'll see what happens.
Exactly.
Let's hope you stay alive.
Doing pretty good so far.
All I had to do was not show up, and I'm fine.
Yeah, it's
Weird. I just like survived like that, right? All right. Now let's go ahead and jump in there. So let me set the scene. After the catastrophe from last week,
show you catastrophe.
there was a lot of damage and dead bodies, and there was a lot of cleanup.
The what kind of trophy?
What kind of trophy?
Oh no!
I think Kenrick got the multi-kill trophy.
No,
Yeah.
let Dave have that.
Double kill, triple
Double
kill.
kill. A room full of rocking
Double
chairs.
kill. Sorry, I derailed that.
Oh, yeah, you did.
But anyways, you are currently on a ship.
A
Ship.
A ship.
How wide is this river?
I'd ship that.
Wide enough for a ship or 5 or 10 or 20.
Ah, we're getting ferried.
Yes. You're going from one city to another.
Why do your ferries not have wings?
Now, is this before or after we got healed?
Why are you lightning element until you can't fly?
Shut up. I'll
Performance
prove that I can.
anxiety.
Now, is this before or after we got healed?
Oh, during. So you are recovering from your wounds during this time.
1 point per round.
Yeah, you are basically being ferried, transported to the sister city right across the river. Okay, which is where the arena is actually held. So you guys are not really going too far. You did a good job there. Look at you guys go.
I am actually actively trying to figure out why they're misnaming this ship. Like, it looks nothing like a ferry. It doesn't fly. It has to be on water at all times. Like, this is...
Hey,
Why
there
would
are
you
some
call it a ferry?
ferries-
This doesn't make any sense.
There are
It
some
doesn't.
ferries that live exclusively in the water.
Those are usually
That was like a few.
not called ferries. And they don't fly. They're fey, but they're not ferries.
All right.
I should know.
Aren't
So-
those water nymphs?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the central region, to where we murder stuff and then name things after
Henrik
stuff we
sleeps
murdered.
in the corner.
Hey.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why we're getting rid of them. I mean, I didn't say that.
We gotta keep the culture in there somehow.
That's
All right,
not okay.
you guys are going to Dramas, which is the sister city, which actually sits in the forest, which is at the foothills to the capital of the region of war, actually. Because Torwynn is separated into 3 separate, unique, districts,
Provinces.
regions, provinces. And the one you guys are currently in is the Avatar War. And Dolgotha, which is a mountain fortress, is nearby. And of course, you got the arena that sits right here on the river line, because easy transport. A lot of people can travel here as well for entertainment.
The blood washes away.
Yeah, just wash away into the river.
See, it floods every so often, and all they do is just clear out the arena, let the flood come right back in, wash the grounds quite nicely. It flows right back out, and it's all good.
Well, that's why we have aqueducts, right?
Yeah. Isn't that what they were made for?
You open it up upriver, it flows the water into the stadium, and then you open up the drains so that it goes out into the river.
It's a French drain.
Where you see the sewers.
But yes, during your transport here, by the way, you have all been removed of equipment and personal items.
Even my walking stick?
Even your walking stick, especially a walking stick after that.
Do I still have my clothing?
They would take a walking stick from an
Yes,
old
dude,
man.
yes.
You still
Does
have
he
your
have his
clothing.
clothing?
Yes.
'Cause
I just want to
You
make
just
sure
don't
I still
have,
my
like, for
clothing.
instance, Lord Eric doesn't have his books or his, armor. His armor got removed.
so
from
he
him as
is
well.
nude. Yes, he doesn't wear clothes.
He has a cloak.
Yeah, just covered him with a cloak, like a tunic.
So they took my bow and arrows.
Yep.
They took my walking stick.
They took my house. Sorry.
Oh. So,
Are we getting like that?
I still have my belt, right?
your belt, yeah.
Okay, so they just have like my axe and so they don't
Yeah.
have all my weapons, right?
No, armor, weapons,
What
you know.
looks like a weapon,
Were you gonna spank them?
dude. I will choke him up. We'll see what happens.
Do they have my amulets?
Yes. Yeah. But don't worry. You will get those back when it's time.
Only him or all of us?
Only
Everybody.
him.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, only him, because, they favored the Lightbringer.
Are we able to walk freely once we're healed up?
You're about to find out. Because on the ferry here, you have a lovely opportunity to actually have a conversation while you're in shackles.
Yeah.
And I know it's a great opportunity for you, so I would suggest not doing that.
Seriously, guys, I have not seen a single wing on this thing.
Kenrick's like still sleeping in the corner.
Sleeping it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally out of your vicious.
Yeah, he's
beast
regular
form.
size, got kind of reddish brown hair.
You're in and out of consciousness.
Yeah. I was just about to ask if I was conscious enough to even have that conversation that keeps getting interrupted.
Duncan? Lord Eric is also in rough shape.
My guy's kind of just keeping quiet at this point. I mean, the person he's traveling with is already falling asleep.
Well, he was put to sleep by a war cleric. I don't
Yeah.
think he would have woken up since then. I don't know.
Oh, Kenrick? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep rambling then about how there's no wings, it doesn't
So-
fly, it sits on a
Do we
water
get back our
times.
points? Intellect first, and then speed, and then might?
It's however you want the pool to go. You restore them however you wish.
Okay. So, what I'm asking is, would I wake up at some point while I'm being healed?
You would.
Then yeah, I'd probably have that conversation that I keep trying to have with you.
You've got like 3 healers over you trying to restore everything broken on you.
Like, seriously, guys. Like, it's offensive to fairies. They're not this huge. Oh, hey, you're awake.
Hey.
It's spelled the same way.
Why would they call it the same thing? It doesn't make sense. Come up with your own name for things.
Oh, but they're already used to saying fairy.
You're finally awake.
They
steal its
used
name,
to ask the fairy to help them cross the stream. And now they have a fairy that helps them cross the stream.
This guy's making a lot of sense.
It only makes sense that you would keep the name.
This does make sense. I suppose I shall have to do more research at some point. See how that happened. That's interesting.
Yes, that's how I understand it. Of course, I wasn't here when they did it.
Well, I wasn't around either. I was just confused why they would call
You were
such
old
a
enough to have been around.
Look, man, I don't remember how old I am. I mean,
Doc, can I have some tea in my throat?
They took your teacup too.
no, not the teacup.
Not the teacup. That's
Well,
what started it all.
I'm going to go ahead and rage.
No.
Not my tea.
Rage against the machine.
But we need this machine. It's taking
Rage
us
against the
across.
healers. No.
I know they seem insane, but you're gonna have to talk to them at some point.
I don't.
You're awake.
That doesn't mean I'm talking about. I'm probably
So-
actually just meditating.
So,
Realistically.
what did you think of the power of Meritros? He saved me.
I think it was your own power that saved you. You had the desire to live, therefore you did.
And Meritros had the power which he gave me, which allowed me to live.
I more think he's convinced you that he's given it to you, but I feel like it was within you all along.
I didn't have that power before my brother. Just ask my brother the next time you see him.
I hear your kind go through a thing called puberty. Things change. You gain things you didn't think you had before.
Did get a
You go to
bit
weird
more
temples,
hairy.
learn magic.
I did
Start
get more
growing hair in
hairy
places.
and start traveling the world.
Is that where that comes from?
I guess, yes, I technically would say that was my college years. I went to the Druva College. I learned to drink tea.
Tell me, what is a college?
Oh, it is a place where the Druva learn.
You guys don't do that just by like traveling around and talking to people?
I'm not a Druva. I just went to their school.
I never graduated.
I audited some classes.
What's a school?
Oi, everybody keep it down. I'm trying to sleep over here. You act like you didn't have to have a drink last night at all or anything. Just shut up. You're over there talking about flying bug ladies and you're talking about tea and what you started a fight with me over a broken cup and you got something against religious pendants or something. Like, get over yourself. Everybody's got their own fashion sense. And now, Kenrick, go night-night again. I don't want to hear another peep out of either one of you.
I'm just gonna lean over and whisper in. I can't remember your character's name. Oh dear.
Torwynn?
Yeah, I'm gonna lean over and just whisper in Torwynn's ear. I think he's got a bit of an issue, doesn't he?
It would have been funnier if you said I'm going to lean over and whisper in his ear. And then just be like,
Yeah.
that's what I expected you to do, actually.
And vicious.
And we don't make it to the arena because we start another fight.
There's a bloody boat pulling up.
Four sessions to get off the ferry.
Another mega dungeon.
So how many rooms did you include in this one? The last one only had like 2.
Doesn't matter because they're all flooded.
Oh. It's one of those dungeons. Oh.
I should have got that water breathing.
Knew I should have.
So Duncan,
Yes.
you have a very frail-looking person in front of you who's male.
It's not me.
He's in prisoner clothes. He's in bad shape, completely shaved head and everything. Looks like he's very mistreated. He looks at you. He hasn't taken his eyes off you since you guys were loaded onto the boat. And he looks and he goes, "Is it true? Are you the herald of the Lightbringer?"
Well, I wouldn't say herald, but I do follow him, yes.
This little light of mine.
I will let it shine.
Except for Duncan. Duncan's like, and that light goes back. We're hiding.
You're telling me.
Game over.
You brought me to a bunch of religious freaks.
But he looks at you, Duncan, and he says, "I am happy to hear this. All of us are. There's been talk about you.
Because there are gods that make things easy.
Oh, that's
Gods that make things worse.
Yes. The citizens are all talking about the Lightbringer. It's been a long time since we've heard his name here. And now you're right in front of me.
The Lightbringer
One of his
made things
agents.
easier on people.
I'm just one man.
Mr. Prisoner Man. Realize there's a thing called the sun, right?
Look, let me explain to you something about the sun. He calls it Lightbringer, I call it Aiden, you call it whatever you want to call it, but if you call it BS, I'm going to stick my boot firmly up your nose.
At this point, I'm questioning whether I even have nostrils. Just like
I
feeling
haven't
around
put him
my
on the
face,
hit
like
list, but I think he'd be a little cross with him right now.
Yeah.
Like he'd probably still be ticked at me about a teacup and the fact that he's almost dead.
No, I'm fine with the teacup now because I fixed it.
The teacup's fine. I'm just
Mostly,
broken.
I'm just upset that they
So,
took my teacup.
The stranger
I'm broken, but my teacup lives.
looks at you again, Duncan, and he says, "What is your name?"
My name is Duncan.
Wait, don't give out your name. We don't even know this guy.
He says, "Duncan!"
Hey, look at what you did. He's just some
Duncan.
skinny guy on a boat. He could be working for like the people here. Those big red people weren't that big before they juiced up and turned into fire monsters.
I mean, they heard my name back at
Let me
the
see
time.
your eyes. See, his eyes are a little red and beady.
You just drank too much.
I drank a lot, but that's not the
Have
point.
you seen your eyes lately?
Look, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about this skinny little prisoner guy here.
Or he says, "Duncan, My name is Rodri.
Oh, that's actually a good
Has a
noble
name.
name. That's a good noble
And I
name.
feel-
Yes.
I won't survive what's coming next.
Oh, we'll get you some bread. Here, I think I might have something. You can chew on my shoe. The leather will keep you alive.
I don't think that's going to cure his malnourishment.
But it's got fiber.
But he says, it's okay, I've already made my peace. And in seeing you, this has made me happy.
If that makes you happy, I should let you know that he's gonna, like, kick the ever-loving donkey piss out of the War King, or whatever his name is. That's what we're gonna do next. We came.
I'm gonna assume
We're
I
not
passed
really
out
here
at
to
this point.
conquer. We're here to help you find independence. You and all your mud farming friends.
He says, yes, and with the light brainer, we can do this. We can bring everyone back.
I'm sorry. Did you say something about defeating the war king?
Yeah, these false gods. We're here to set them on fire. If you haven't.
See, that's a goal I can get behind.
Oh well, finally you can sign on for something here.
Don't look at me. I'm
Talk to your
passed out.
old moose friend over there. He'll tell you. Like these golds over here in Torwynn are bad.
I'll just look over at the guy that's probably passed right back out and go,
He's still shaking.
later.
I haven't had a potato skin in forever.
And then on the top of the deck of the boat, somebody was smashing.
Somebody fell on the deck.
Guys, I think we're being too loud. They're trying just to shut up.
I'm sure it was the top. Maybe it was a shark.
Pretty sure that was the prisoner that hadn't had the potato skin in a long time.
So Rodri,
Potatoes are great.
he looks at you and he says, Duncan, I have hope that when my time comes, that I will be accepted by the Lightbringer.
I'm sure you will, brother.
We'll ensure that the fire embraces yet again.
Now, suddenly you guys hear the boat as it docks. You feel it start slowing down, and you can hear it dock and hear yelling up above. And that's when the guards come down and they basically start transporting all the prisoners off the
Wait,
boat.
I grab Duncan before the guards get here. If I get angry again, and I lean in really closely to him and I whisper a secret word that he can use to try and help me pull back on my temper, my anger.
The safe word.
It's a safety word.
Is it pineapple?
I'm not going to tell you what it is. I don't know you. I've been drinking with him for a while. You can always trust your drinking buddies.
Is
Of
it
course.
potatoes?
It's not potatoes.
Red or gold?
I feel like that's an insult to the Irish and where I come from and more than I...
All right, so the guards start basically getting all the prisoners off the boat, single file line, and you guys are all...
I'm the line leader.
You're all in line, being transported in chains off the boat. However, most of the prisoners are going to the right,
Uh-oh.
but you are directed to the left.
I don't like the left. It feels
All of you.
sinister.
Are we able to take the other dude?
Who?
The one that was talking to Duncan?
Oh, no.
Guy?
Does he come with us?
No, he doesn't.
Is it just us going to the left?
It's just
This
him.
really feels sinister
Yep, including Lord Eric.
We should take him.
by sheer definition.
We should tell the guards that he's
There are
with
6 of
us.
Just Google it later.
I was going to say, there are 6 of us.
It's sinister means left.
Duncan, you should tell the guards that the other prisoner was with us. So that he can come and die honorably in the
I
arena
think
with us.
he
That
might be
sounds like killing
safer where he is. Like, I don't know.
So,
I feel like we're
as
going
you
to
notice
a bad
that-
place.
The guards, they count and make sure everyone is there.
Oh.
And they say,
So they've got manifests.
yes. And they go, follow me,
Oi,
new recruits.
oi. What's your name?
So,
Just your rank and your name. That's all I need to know.
My name does not matter to you.
It kind of does, actually.
You will not live long enough to remember.
Consider it a final request.
If you want a name,
A dying wish.
this is a name you will have.
Yes.
Grandmaster Merrick. That is who you will be seeing. Now onwards, prisoner.
Roger that.
Say Merrick.
No,
Yes.
not Roger.
Did you just take the A's off both ends?
Why?
uh,
What are you thinking?
Merrick? That's the first thing that came to mind. I was like, is that
I didn't actually, but that's awesome.
You took the
His
A's off
name
both
is
ends.
pronounced
You know what?
Merc.
So we only took the A off the
That's with the
ends.
U.
Okay.
Merc.
All right, then I'll look forward to seeing this Grandmaster Merrick, since he actually has something of value to give to us, as in information, knowledge, and a little bit more than a blank stare of some idiot that put on a suit of armor.
He just stares at you and he just smiles.
I wink at him and I blow him a kiss.
He says, I'll look forward to seeing you in the arena.
Aye.
Oh, is he
Watch
meeting
me
us there?
closely.
Do we get to beat him up? That sounds great.
Oh, I'm gonna get him like
Now move along, maggots.
Excuse me, I am a Newman.
I don't even know what a maggot is, but I don't like it.
I'm pretty sure they're powerful worms that live in the desert.
Aye. We don't have desert, we have tundra.
They cause tremors.
I think I saw a play about that once.
A
I hold my
dramatization.
finger up to say something as y'all are talking about that, and I just never mind.
So the guards escort you through the city. Actually, to the arena. But instead of going onto the...
So we're shackled, right?
yeah, together.
Are we chained together? Like
Yes.
a chain? Okay.
Yep. Absolutely.
At like the wrists or at the feet?
Both.
Oh, okay.
It's full shackle.
Yeah.
Are we chained to one of the guards?
After what happened previously, they take no chances.
Are we chained
I'm hoping
to...
he's in the back, since he's like the biggest at the moment. He won't be dragging us.
Are we chained to one of the guards?
No.
So we
What do the people? So we're walking
clothesline
through the city.
crap out of a
Yes.
whole
Do the
crowd
people of the city look like scared of us, excited to see that there's going to be a game? Do they look like they're well fed or
Well, the
poorly
common
treated?
people are just kind of looking at you and just, awe. It's like, ooh, new arrivals. Because they know, they've seen this before. They know exactly where you guys are going. So they're looking at you in awe, And meanwhile, the
especially with
upper
like a
class
big beast-looking
are
thing. And
looking at you like disgust. Some of them are. Some are looking at you kind of thinking, like kind of
Counting
sizing
their
you
money.
up. Thinking maybe to themselves,
Those are the gambling types.
who should I bet on? Who's gonna make me the most money?
Definitely not the guy with the weird tattoos on his face. He's short, he's skinny, he's got red hair. The big beast.
I will tell you that the bugbear is getting the most looks of glee.
Yes. It's not like this little
And
dude
whispers.
from More Than Eighth could even like remotely stand up to that.
And second to that is this man.
This
or
weird-looking, noseless creature.
No, I have a nose. It's just a question of whether I have
He's made of
nostrils.
electricity.
This
Okay.
Look,
electric wonder.
leave the little sparks alone, okay? I get nervous and it makes me spark more.
Sparkles.
Sparky.
Okay.
Sure sparks a lot.
I will accept that one. That at least gives me some sort of knighthood.
Keep it down, spark plug.
So yeah, that's what you see as you're going through the town here, and just
But they look like
interactions.
they're generally like nourished. They're not like a whole
Yeah.
bunch of starving masses or
No.
streets filled with poop buckets or anything like
No,
that.
if you want to fight a good
They've
war,
got
keep your
aqueducts.
masses.
It's
Yeah.
relatively
Well,
okay.
I've not seen any poop flung at us yet.
Would you like poop?
And you will find that actually here
Well, like,
in
you know,
the
the buckets being
Torwynn
dumped out
region,
of the
you
windows
actually
and-
find that the majority of the cities and such, they're actually well taken care of their people. So that's not actually been an issue for it. It's just the fact of their totalitarian rule on the people.
I mean, you can't fight a good war without keeping your citizens
We're going to
strong.
take care of you. But there's a few rules we have. One, all those gods you believed in are dead.
Also, martial law.
Two, what the guards say goes.
Also,
Yeah. And three, refer back to 1 and 2. So,
I'll bide
But
my
yeah, that's
time
what you
until
guys
we
see.
get to Grandmaster Merrick.
yeah. So actually, you guys are led out into the arena floor, which it looks actually to you just like a huge dust bowl, basically.
It's the big sand pit.
It's not even saying, it's just dirt, you know. And it's real
Blood,
dusty,
bones.
and there's some wind blowing, and you can see the dust going into the air from the wind blowing. And yeah, you see remains, lots of remains. Some of them not even human.
Some people like pushing, like it's not even like a push broom, it's just like a push handle thing to
Yeah.
get some of the stuff.
And some of them they actually just leave there as part of the arena.
Well, that one's too big to move, but this little tiny femur, yeah, let's get rid of it.
Hey, that's got spikes on it. We're gonna leave that.
Yeah.
I look for a jawbone that I can grab.
Not one near you.
So were we like proper in
Jawbone with
the
donkey.
arena,
Yeah.
or are we like in the like room? That
No, you're in the actual like middle of the arena, and you can look all around. You can see all the seating, which there's nobody in there right now.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's pretty empty. But in the middle of the arena, you see this finely dressed gentleman who is wearing, you know, the colors of the Raphael, the war god, you know, which is like red, gold. It's mainly red with gold trim, you know. And then of course you see his 2 guards next to him, and he turns around as he sees everyone approach, being escorted, and you see he is just excited. He looks at you and he goes, "Yes, fine combatants," as he looks at each one of you. And he walks over and he just kind of walks closely and looks at this one over here that's sparking. And he goes, "You are very curious."
Why, thank you. And I know who was asking about me and staring at me so intently. You're quite like 3 inches from my face.
Yes, I am the Grandmaster, Merrick.
For the record,
Oi, we've heard of you.
when I'm not fighting, I tend to walk kind of frog-legged
Yes.
Hunched
and
over.
hunched over.
You're still huge,
And,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
And as he motions,
only
you know,
about
to the
6
arena,
foot.
and he says, "This is my arena."
Ah, great establishment you have here. It's,
As in your own land, or you just in charge of like managing the processes that go on within?
All of it.
So, good.
This arena is mine.
And
I
what happens
actually
if
built
you're-
it as tribute to Raphael.
so are you saying you have direct contact with Raphael?
Yes, I do.
Ah, it'd be a great honor to meet him.
Yes, he says every death here is honoring him.
And if you pass away here, how does that work?
Well, if I was to die here, I would hope it would be in the thrall of battle.
Aye.
So the way to take this guy down is to
Poison him. No, poison him. Yes.
But he looks at you at the bugbear and he goes, "Ah, well, we've seen plenty of you in these parts. That's a common sight. Hopefully you do better than the others."
You've seen more of my kind.
Oh, yes. They're in the mountains.
That's magnificent.
Now, we usually
More
see them
magnanimous.
as they try to raid us and then they die.
Well, I mean, that does happen.
You people the waiters?
Then he stops by and he looks at Iona. And he looks at her and he goes, "Now, your markings are very interesting. What do they mean?"
That is my business and that's personal.
I'm more
Yes.
of a packer now.
Keep your eyes to yourself. No need to be looking at Westerners.
And he looks at you and he says, "What do we have here?" And he looks at the guards and he says, Why is he here? What is special about him?"
Not a thing. Not a thing at all. Just a guy who knows your name, that's all.
And one of the guards, he mentions, he says, "This is the beast."
Actually, no, I'm quite useless. All I do is I play a lute and hit people with it. That's it. I'm completely useless.
The Grandmaster, he looks like, "The beast? Yes! I heard this one. Yes, this story was great."
That's all it is, a story.
You see, really, I just wanted the beast, but it was a package deal, so I had to take everybody with it.
I stand up a little bit taller because I want to be like, I was the beast.
So, question.
Because I heard you were the first to go down.
So, if you only really wanted the beast, does that mean we can just go and you got your guy, or what's the deal here?
Good lord.
All of a sudden, I hear the bugbear growling.
I feel like my question got ignored.
It did.
Oh,
Nobody cares about. I mean, what?
He just looks shiny. That's all it is.
He says, "I'm sorry, you were speaking, little lightning."
well, my name is
Junior Lightning.
My name is Fern,
Shocking.
and you said you really just wanted the one
Fern?
guy. Yeah, Fern.
Like the plant.
Like the lightning
Yes,
bolt.
like the plants. They're so great, aren't they?
He's utterly confused at this point.
Anyways, so you mentioned just wanting the one guy, but you gotta have the package deal. So does that mean like we're good to like, you know, chill out, or you got your one guy, you can do what you want with them? Or what's the plan there?
Oh no, I paid for you.
Oh, well, I mean, I didn't say let us go. I just you know.
We're gonna
Can I
have
just pour the
entertainment.
wine?
Then he looks finally at the last one, Duncan. He just walks over to you and he says, "You are a specialty. You are the dessert at the end of the meal. What
I'm
everyone
Duncan.
waits for in anticipation."
Like, so not the cherry on top, because obviously that's like the first to go.
No, that's me.
He's more like the caramel chocolate sludge at the bottom.
I'm the cherry.
I'm the cherry.
Okay, I'm not gonna say that joke. Never mind.
Move on.
Tornic Cawthon the cherry.
I'm not okay with that.
It even fits my initials.
Is it really?
Tornic Cawthon the cherry.
Oh dear.
Well, you're the first to resurrect.
I was. The regeneration.
But yes, he
Not
says,
reincarnation.
"Sir Duncan."
Wait, you're a knight?
He is Knight of the Lightbringer. We have not seen many of them come through our parts. I thought that most of them were extinct at this point. But I guess he's still holding on, isn't he, Duncan?
Of course he is.
But don't worry, we'll find him soon enough, and then we'll rid him completely of this region. And that'll be the greatest tribute that we can offer to the God of War.
Duncan.
So wait, you're telling me that your people used to have this god that they could worship that brought warmth and light and peace, and you're like, you know what? To shambles with that. We're going to worship this guy that wants us to tear each other to smithereens and leave ourselves with complete genocide on our hands.
Well, if this God of Light had focused more on combat, he would still be around.
Well, I think he's here. I've seen him push his power through my friend Duncan, and it seems a lot like the power of Aiden to me.
As he turns around and walks, he says, "Well, from what I remember of this story, I believe he ran."
I told him to go stand aside for a little bit.
Bravely ran away.
As he turns around and looks back at you, Duncan, and he says, "Well, let me make this clear for you, Duncan. There will be no escape this time.
Wait.
You either survive or you don't.
Sounds like a challenge.
My money's on you not surviving."
Now, the only thing I want to do is escape just to prove him wrong.
See, at this point, I'm fine with being here because I want to let him know very firmly that the old gods will prove your little new gods to be feeble, shy attempts at anything close to true power. And when all of More Earth rains down on Torwynn's head, you will all cry in rivers of your own blood. Mark me on that, because your name will get crossed off my list, man.
That sounds like the worshipper of a war god.
He says, "Well,
We use it to grow new plants, it's fine.
it looks like we
I'm
have
sorry, is he growing
quite
plants?
a group here." And then he looks over and he says, "Ah, and we have a quiet one, Lord Eric."
He's wrapped up in his
Lord Eric, our
toga.
speaker, is very quiet
Yes.
tonight.
He's hurting right now.
He doesn't have his books.
And yes, I know you're all
His
roughed
face is
up.
still healing.
But no worries. We're not going to just throw you into the arena all battered and bruised as you are. Oh no, we need you at your top performance. Because after all, as he motions to the entire arena, this is entertainment.
You even took away an old man's walking stick.
He says, not only do we honor Raphael, the god of war, but we also give the people entertainment. Everyone wins in this.
How are they going to be that entertained if these blokes here don't even have their weapons to fight with?
Well, who said we weren't going to give you any?
Well, there's a difference between giving me a sharp, pointy stick and giving me my axe.
Oh no, you will have your equipment.
I've stopped complaining.
You will receive it once it's time.
And my teacup.
Can I have my plants back?
I need my tea.
Or do I have to wait for the time for my plants?
Your personal effects will be given to you once you complete the arena. Your gear, such as your weapons and armor, will be available in the staging area once we are ready. But first, I need you to focus, because I need you to really meditate. I need you to prepare your mind and your body as you heal. I don't know if you know anything about the arena, but this is not a bar fight. This is not a little squabble in the streets. This is far more than that. You need every bit of strength that you have.
I've still got most of it.
But as enough, you have been given the nice tour. It's not very much, but it's all that you'll see. And he says, guards, go ahead. Take them to the barracks.
Are my plants in the barracks? I'd like to meditate with my plants. I'd like to be one with nature as I usually am.
Plants or pants?
Plants.
Solomon Grundy wore pants too.
His plants are pants.
What are pants?
Get this man a trench coat.
Look, man, I wear a sheet that covers all. Just it happens
Like a
to be.
toga style sheet.
It literally is just a toga style sheet.
Toga.
People were like upset that I was walking around just like without anything because they were like, "Wow, this is weird."
Is there like a wreath made of ferns?
No, there's not.
Oh, okay.
I probably should.
Red ferns.
I was gonna say literally if
I know
someone
where they
made
grow.
mention, if someone made mention of, you know, it would look great if you just had like a fern that kind of just like wreathed your head. I'd be like,
This is the
What?
conversation that's happening
Mind
on the way back.
blown.
Yeah, right? As you guys are walking.
this is literally our conversation. I'm just like, you know, you and I might get along better than I thought. See, we have our differences, but we're also both down to kill that god and stuff. And that sounds great to me. I'm
you say
Totally
red
down with
fern?
killing them and all their people.
I'm totally down with that.
Did you say red ferns? Have you ever had tea made from them?
I have not had
I'm
a
sure.
lot of tea made out of ferns, and I try to avoid fungus at all times.
You know, this sounds great now. If
doesn't
only they would give me
taste
my
good.
plants back, because I think I have a red
Alright.
fern in my backpack.
We could make some tea.
I did see some red ferns growing around the
Red
outside
fern
of the
tea?
Coliseum, though.
I'm not sure that's why they're red.
I don't know how
Obviously.
nutritious it is.
Well, you guys are escorted back to the
Yep.
barracks, and you're visited by healers and such as you are all restored of your injuries.
I had very little.
Actually, I didn't have any injuries.
If you even had injuries.
I just had mental fatigue.
I was just so mentally scarred by the
seen
events.
things.
Not even that. It's just the fact that I had to consume some of them to actually, you know, use my abilities.
That's true.
That's literally it. I just, you know, a little bit tired.
I just need to eat
Yeah, please don't eat any of us.
like a
Well,
lamb leg,
that's understandable.
the whole leg.
So,
Bone included.
you're all basically
Gotta
your
crack it and eat the marrow.
quote-unquote
Makes sense.
barracks are basically cells.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Okay, you said barracks, but you meant bear racks.
Wait, I have a right to bear racks.
Not bear axe.
Yes.
Different
We've been
interpretations.
gathered
This is
together
why we
with
write
morons.
things down.
Ah,
I don't know who these two are, why they got clumped in with us at the bar, but
Look, he was bringing me to you guys. So I don't know.
there's a crazy old bear bugbear.
I knew her from the Druva.
You knew this guy.
Yeah,
I
like,
thought you were like a respectable Memorian girl.
You saw how well she knocked that guy's skull in. That was me that taught her that.
That's because she's a Westerner.
I taught her that.
You're just a weird
I did the same thing.
mountain-loving furry thing. Try and come at me again about a teacup. I swear, next time you're not getting away.
I'll
that
show
was
you
a little
the.
ridiculous, but the point is, he's fine. His teacup is fine.
Yeah, I fixed the teacup. It's fine.
Yeah, well, where's my talisman to Aiden? I don't see
Okay,
that anywhere.
that wasn't his fault. That was your best friend, Lightning McLean.
I expect
over
a
here.
new one.
Look,
It was carved for me by a respectable Druva.
Hello, lightning, hello, thunder.
look. I don't think you need that. You're your own person.
It's not about need, it's about emotional attachment. When I first got sold to Clan Lewis, it was made for me to help me have inspiration through my times of woe.
Like my teacup. I got mine from the Druva village.
I didn't go to the Druva village, but we have an air Druva at every single clan.
I was taught to drink tea when I'm stressed,
I was taught to hunt and kill monsters.
and when I'm happy, and when I'm sad,
And
and when I'm tired.
just daily, hunt and kill monsters.
Yeah.
That's
So
all I was trained to do.
your hunting is my tea drinking.
Well, you can drink tea and I'll hunt. But if you prove to be a monster, then I'm going to hunt you. You don't seem like one, actually. You just talk about drinking tea. It's honestly, I'm not even going to talk trash to you anymore.
So,
You're just old.
you were famished from everything that's happened,
From all the calories I've burnt regenerating tissue.
right? But the Grandmaster's feeling a little nice. So, he's taken your request and he has given you a meal. Not just any meal, but the meal that you requested. And also, like, for instance, your tea.
Oh, I got a lamb leg?
And your plants.
I was gonna say I had to request my plants.
Yes. However, he's not bringing the plants to you. He's going to bring you to the plants.
Hey,
That's
right.
acceptable.
We're prisoners with jobs. Yeah. We get paid in food.
I don't think that makes us. Well, no, it does. We're still prisoners.
So, why don't you go ahead and describe what you requested, sir?
I requested a leg of deer and rare, preferably with the blood still dripping, and
I'm so glad you're not there.
a bit of parsley on it for flavor, and then
to cover up the raw.
a nice strong black tea to add flavor and caffeine.
He's got his little pinky up.
I'm sophisticated.
This was made by the Earl of Grey.
I can just see him just now. He's just rolling up in like one of those carriages, you know. He just like opens the door. It's like, excuse me, sir.
Do you have any Grey Poupon? I put that on everything.
Yeah, I think you missed a word there. Okay.
No, I combined two
I
commercials.
don't think he
And
missed it
had
more
to-
than omitted.
Had to omit for time.
Yeah, for time.
Time constraints.
Which we have successfully come behind. And
Okay. So he
added
got a
time
raw
back.
leg of deer.
No, a rare leg.
Raw.
Blood still dripping.
Me,
from-
yeah, I mean,
Look, it's seared on the outside.
It's deer sushi. He got deer sushi. We got it.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
and black tea. Can't
That's an
forget the
actual
tea.
thing, by the way.
Huh?
That's an actual thing, by the way.
Deer sushi.
Kind of.
What about you?
What is my meal?
Let's not jump down that
Andrew, yeah, what was your
26-hour hole.
What would my character try? mushroom soup
She's getting cordyceps.
and a raspberry salad.
Coupe de cordyceps.
I would offer to share some of my deer for some of your mushrooms.
I would say no.
Then I would continue eating my deer.
These mushrooms are way better than wild deer.
But they don't taste.
I got a spit roasted goat.
Full goat.
Yeah, it's the full goat. I actually take it and I take each leg and then I rip like this and then I hand half to my friend.
You can hear the bones crack as you walk away.
It's culturally acceptable for us to eat goats. We eat rock rams and goats all the time.
Did someone back there request a chiropractor? What happened?
Rip it in half and I hand half to Duncan. Oi. This is the meal of a true warrior, and you are one here. It's done. It's cooked. It's not like his.
It's
not
full
bleeding.
spit roasted.
Yeah.
It's just flavored with beer.
If you say so.
Mine was touched by fire.
No, I told them to soak it in beer and then set it on
acid.
fire.
Well, it was touched by fire. It
Oh
wasn't
no,
cooked
the
by
acid
fire.
is after I eat it.
I can cook it for him right now. Like, I seriously can. Just pray that his food gets well done.
I need the iron from the blood.
What says you, Duncan?
You're going to have to go with your half of a goat that you've just been gifted.
No, he's gone with more than that.
I start like punching into the goat's head to get the horn to break off.
I get a
Let him talk.
rack of lamb.
Hollow out the horn.
Rack of lamb.
Rack of lamb.
Potatoes, carrots.
You want to make
He's
it
here to
really
make more
hard
bear
with
racks in
chocolate.
this.
My stomach is literally
Do
over
it.
here growling.
He's here to make more bear racks.
I don't like
He's gonna take those racks of lamb. He's gonna
Thinking about
clean
that
them up.
rare
It's like
They're gonna be
torture
bear.
by...
Yeah,
I
Parker
seriously
likes
talk
racks
about
here.
ripping an animal in half. And you're hungry?
Yeah.
He's talking about bloody meat dripping, and he's
Yeah,
hungry.
that still makes you hungry?
Yeah.
He's just chewing on flower petals.
Look, we've established. I'm pretty sure we've established that I don't really eat.
It's just electrifying flower petals with his face light. It's like a bug zapper.
A little smoke. A little smoke.
No, that's as he's admiring the flower.
Yeah.
The little bug swings by and
Oh, sorry. You can
It
throw
would
that
be really
outside.
handy to have another.
He actually like reaches into his belt pocket and pulls out a spoon, polishes it off, starts eating his food.
I know. We can call you Nightlight.
Look, I don't try to give up that much light, okay?
All right.
So you're like
I feel
one
like
of the.
that'd be active effort to do that.
So you're giving off about as much light as one of those globes that you can
Yes.
touch. That has
He's
the
talking about a
lightning inside.
Tesla.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
hair
It's
looks
like,
like?
wait a minute.
No.
That's what his hair looks
He
like.
doesn't have.
If you get too close to it, you can like make funny hairdos if you go like this over his head.
No.
It's just one mohawk.
That's one of those magnetic things that you draw the hair.
That looked pretty awesome, actually.
Oh.
What?
The mohawk. Oh, a mohawk of ferns.
At this point, we're trying to really put our finger on what you look like, I think.
You're gonna make me pull the picture.
Does he
up.
have flesh?
Here's the picture.
Yeah, he looks like an elf, pretty much, right? It's like most similar.
Pretty close. Just the main like things that you see that signify that I'm not just some standard mortal race is that first off, the literal lightning sparking, and then under the skin you see like basically waves of electricity flowing around. Like
But,
normally you would see
You're
blood
like elf
pumping.
and
But do you like have a
Leite.
picture? Because have you already shared it with us and we
I
just forgot?
don't know if he.
I don't know if you
I don't
actually
know.
shared it or not, did you?
I don't. I think I sent it to you.
You know what? Send it to me and I will do the thing.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have the Facebook.
I don't have the face of books. Or the book
So
of
that's why
faces.
we've never seen the book of his faces.
That's actually how that started.
Oh, I'm aware.
I saw the movie.
Well, as you do that, you, Fern,
Me, Fern.
are led to this room
I am lit.
where there's plants for you to admire.
Are they my plants?
They're not your plants,
Oh.
but they're different plants that you have not experienced before.
Ooh.
They're new plants.
Hey, what's this one? What's that one?
What's this? What's this?
You can admire any plant in the garden except for that one over there.
And don't eat the apple.
It's a good thing I don't eat.
But the orange is okay. So
I
It's
remember
okay.
showing
I
this
like
to
the
you at least.
mushrooms better.
don't eat the toto fruit.
Yeah, but I remember at least showing that to you.
Can I put some
Yes.
of those on pizza?
You did show it to me.
Toto
Yes. I
fruit?
don't think you sent it to me.
I may not have.
Oh.
But now I
Yeah,
will
either-
share for everyone
either
else.
It's just one's addictive.
Mushrooms.
But yes, so of course I'm perusing the gardens effectively,
Okay.
questioning why some of this stuff's not planted in the dirt outdoors.
What's very interesting about this, there actually is where you're at. It's walls, and then straight up is the sunlight that comes in. So you're seeing all this different vegetation and stuff like that that's growing all on the walls, on the floor. And what's very interesting about it is that there's hardly any sunlight for it to actually grow.
So what's above us? Out of curiosity. Are we underground? What's it? What's it there? Where are we
Yep. And then that's when the wall closes.
No.
Wait a minute.
Where did this guy go? I thought we were in a cell.
You
Yes.
guys are.
You guys are.
His last request was to be taken to some plants.
Yeah, well, I am my plants, but
Since he doesn't eat, he's like, instead of food, can I just see plants?
absorb the nature's energies.
Right. All right. Everybody else, after you guys have your meal, it's like, pretty much satisfying feel, satiated. And then, of course, eyes start getting heavy, and then
Yeah, I'm asleep. I've got
Asleep.
the itis.
full belly.
He's got the itis.
And then he's like, just kidding, now it's time to fight.
When you wake up, Fern's right there.
Looking creepy.
Is there some guy in the room going, "Get off, maggots, it's time to try"?
So the wall opened again, and when it did, all of them were dragged in there, asleep.
So
And then placed there with you, and then of course they left, and then the wall resumed.
so they left me with the plants.
Yes.
Ooh. But they're not supervising me.
And
with
they
the
brought
plants.
you visitors.
So I don't have people to ask questions.
Yeah. You tried asking them questions, they ignored you as they brought people in and they left.
Oh, I was very much like, so do they get sunlight, or are they absorbing the energies of all the sacrifices
Yeah.
given?
It's
that I
blood.
assume are
They're blood
gods?
plants.
That's what I was getting.
They're
to.
Venus flytraps.
That's kind of what
So
I was getting
anyhow, you are essentially in a pit with everyone else who they're just now starting to wake up, with the exception of Lord Eric, who is not with them.
I feel like we were drugged.
Yeah. Now, as everyone awakens,
to. Morning.
you
I
realize
think.
that your surrounding has changed. This isn't the cell.
No, it's not.
Not only that, but your gear is sitting right there as well.
Hey.
That doesn't include my plants. I'm upset,
No, it does not.
but it does include my sword.
I don't ask questions. I just start putting everything back into the places where it goes. Put my axe into the axe
Torwynn, Duncan.
thingy on my belt.
Little
I
loopy hole thing. Leather.
grab my
Really, it's just kind of like an extra
Cane.
loop of leather. It just hangs
That's
there.
kind
Walking staff.
my walking
It
stick.
holds it.
That's
It's not a
definitely
sheath,
also
but it's a holster.
It's a
weapon
loose grip.
that can do 6 damage. And I strap my bow over my back,
My rope.
position my cape back over the top of it.
You know, that really might get in your way one day.
Yeah.
Do you have like some countermeasure to that, or
Well,
To my cape getting in the way?
yeah?
you hear
Throw it down whenever I need to fight.
Oh, I
a
understand.
lot of voices above you as
That's
you hear
exciting.
people go, "Ah, yeah, wah!" Excitement and cheering. above you.
So was there ever sunlight in this room?
There is.
Shut up about the sunlight.
At
There's
noon.
people cheering. I think they're going to try to kill you now.
So you're telling me these plants don't climb up and grow on the walls and then cover the arena grounds?
You can see them start up there, getting towards there, but they haven't quite
They really
made it that
need to
far.
take care of their plants better.
They're going to water them in a minute.
No, I don't doubt it. Question, do I bleed? Or do I just leak electricity?
Do I just leak?
I think I just leak.
You leak liquid that's electrical.
It looks like neon glow blood.
You know what? I'll take it.
Bioluminescent.
You know-
Don't touch that. I'm pretty sure you will die.
You're real
Painted
fun
on
at
my
raves.
face. Like wool markings. It's like squishing a lightning bug and then smearing it on your face.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys start hearing all the cheering, and then you hear the stomping and everything as everyone gets their gear together.
Careful. Copyright.
It didn't last that long.
Wait, are we doing Knight's Tale?
You're gonna see Lord Eric over there in the stands.
I'm sorry, wait. Did you hear me? Did you say the knight has a tail?
Tail tonight.
Where? I don't see it.
So, as you have
story about a
undoubtedly realized at this point, the arena is about to begin. As your arrival is about to be heralded. And everyone's looking forward to your appearance. As you can hear from the crowd above you.
I hope you guys had a good rest.
I should tell him my name. Harold, my name is the Cherry.
And that's his friend Ben.
And then there's Stein over there. Yes, you hear that. You hear the crowds. They're getting louder and louder. You know, people are whistling. They're cheering. It sounds like the entire arena is filled.
They're gonna scare the plants.
I can hear them screaming.
And tune in next time
No!
as we move into the arena battle
Make sure the plants have enough emotional
For
support.
the
please.
next 6 episodes.
in the emotional support plants.
Look, man, I'm still waiting to get mine back.
But this is Saturday Night Gaming signing off.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Starfall. If you did, be sure to head on over to our website at www.saturdaynightgamingllc.com and check out some of our other cool games. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.